What's going on, everybody? My name is Justice, and I'm with my guy.
What's popping? It's your boy Tyaire, bro. How you doing, bro? And bro, we don't have to really even talk, bro. We just everybody know the vibes, bro. How you doing, bro?
I'm feeling great, bro. I'm feeling great. You just want to just start off with it?
Like fuck Cam, fuck Belichick, fuck everything else. We've been waiting 7 years and a day for this moment, bro. I got the shirt on. People know what the vibes is right now, bro. The GOAT, bro, the greatest drop, bro. It's finally here.
Certified Lover Boy is finally in our phones, released everywhere on all digital streaming platforms. Go get that now. Go give it a listen. It's well worth the wait. It was well worth the wait. Just the amount of different bags he got into with this album. Production-wise, the album is great. Featured you can make an argument that every feature was the best feature on this album, and that's really hard to do on any album. Nevertheless, like a Drake album on top of that, when there's already so many high expectations being on that album. Yeah. Just let out.
Like you said, bro, I said this before, bro. Like I said, him waiting this long, bro, him pushing it back. I knew it was him really crafting something that he wanted to get off to the people for so long, bro. Like throughout this album, you could just feel the energy mass of classic albums of past, bro. You could just feel that he wanted to tap back into that old bag, bro, and still give a new age feel to things, bro. And like you said, off rip, bro, for production, bro, I just gotta say Drake got his bag with the producers. One of the producers I want to shout out, bro. I don't know if you knew this, bro. Andre from Victorious, Leon Thomas, he produced 3 songs on this album. And the 3 songs he produced are probably 3 of my favorite. He produced In the Bible. What's the other one? In the Bible, All Love with Hove, and then, of course, the song of the album. And I think everybody knows where I'm going with this, bro. Ever since Drake dropped Scorpion, bro, and he dropped a classic in my eyes, one of the greatest Drake songs of all time, Jaded, I was just waiting for Drake to get back in that bag. And around song 7, song 8, Drake gave what the people was waiting for, and we got an all-time Drake classic, Pipe Down, bro. Pipe Down is the one, bro.
It's the one. When you talk about just, first of all, it's a great post-breakup song, number one. Number 2, it's also kind of just, like, listen to that song, like, it brought me flashbacks. Like, it hits, like, when you listen to it, if you've ever been in a toxic relationship, if you've ever been in a situation where one person has done you dirty over and over again, that song really hits home for you in a different way. And just like, it's like wild to think that, like, hey, like, and he really went there. He really went deep down into his bag and said, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm giving out.
And it's just like, for this to be certified lover boy, it was a lot of people I see like hating or whatever on the album. I don't care, bro. He came here with a purpose to really give niggas his version of a love album, a soul type of album. And throughout this album, it seeped of his soul. And he has a toxic ass soul. So if you toxic and you've been through toxic shit, or you're not toxic anymore, but you relive some of this shit, you're gonna feel this shit no matter what. So it's just like, and that song is just a perfect mass of it. When you start off by saying, you say you belong to the streets. Well, I am the streets. I run the streets. Like, what are you talking about?
Just to get that off. Just to get that off. Just to sing it, not even rap it, but just to sing it, just quietly.
And then we said, like, the Division album, whenever you could send a shot at the X, do it. But Drake is like the GOAT of it. Like, he does it so disrespectfully, like on Jaded, he said, how does your ex nigga does the same thing as me, but he's way less wavier than me? Like he just disrespected the man's whole career, saying he does what I do, but he's not me, basically. And on this, it's just like, why does your ex think we beefing? Is that man all right? Like, get him checked out, bro. Like,
he's asking, like he's actually inquiring about this man's well-being. Like, is he okay?
Like
why is he checking for us right now? Why does he care about what's going on between the both of us? And then wait, on top of that, immediately follows it up. What, he can't even look at me. He fell off twice.
Twice, not once, but twice.
Twice. He's no longer the man anymore. He got up on his feet again, and then he still somehow managed to slip up again. And he's over here asking about us and what we got going on with our situation. Is he okay? Because honestly, he need to be worried about his situation more than ours. There's no reason for him to be giving this much energy to our situation right now. There's no reason for it.
And to be honest, I really don't even like you like that. So it's like, he running too deep. You just another kill for me, bro. It's just like, he about to get hit over something that really don't even matter to me. Like, he's just going to be a casualty. Like, all right, go get him, bro. Like, Chubbs, go handle that. Like, he talking crazy. I don't know why. But now we just got him, bro. So he gets that, bro. But before he even got to that song, bro, it's just like, he set the tone early in this album. I'm not doing no trap beats. I don't want no trap on the front of this album. And I loved him for that, bro, because it's certified lover boy. And he led with that shit, bro. And the one song that I didn't love in the first half is Way Too Sexy. And that's probably gonna be the song they trying to promote. It was just a different bop for me, but it still hits. Thug saved that song for me. Thug went crazy on that shit to me. So I love that part. But then when he gets to a song that me and you've been listening to for a year, that we've been waiting for, we know that's not around, but he named it TSU. That's when he gets into a 3-song run where I'm like, this man is out of his mind right now. TSU, Not Around, that's probably going to be the hit off of this album. Everybody going to be seeing that. It's in the clubs everywhere. It's going crazy. But In Too Deep, I don't know what type of song this is, bro. I don't know how he crafted this shit. I don't know where he went up to make this, but I love it, bro. Like you talk about this song for it, because when I get to the second half of this song, I'm gonna tell you how Drake.
I'm going right to the second.
Drake is the greatest. Drake is the greatest.
All right, so the first half is great. You know what I'm saying? Great, just getting his shit off like he always does. But then we hit a transition midway through, and we're transformed, and it's like a slow beat. It's not a lot of instrumentals, probably 2 or 3 maybe in the background of him just rapping, calm, cool melody, nothing crazy. Midway through, we get a beat switch. There's all of a sudden we're just transported into the club out of nowhere. And it sounds like Drake is echoing off 5 different speakers in the room. And then Future kicks in too, just hard as hell out of nowhere. She gonna fuck me for that AP. Oh, over again, bro.
Bro, Drake is the greatest of all time because he comes into off a beat switch. Y'all think this is a club record? This second half is really a love song. This second half is really Drake confessing his love to wherever this young lady is. He comes in. Pop that shit. Yeah, that's the thing. That's to get y'all to think this is a love song. The next bar is, baby, that pussy was so worth the wait. I wasn't in love with none of them bitches anyway.
Now wait, time out. I have to ask you this question. Off the rip, keep it a buck. Have you ever waited for something that was well worth the wait?
Yes, and I feel that bar because it's like when you wait and it's really that, you're like, what? And that's what Drake is conveying in that bar right now. I wasn't in love with none of them bitches anyway. They can go right now. I'm here for this. This is a ballad. This is a club ballad. He's sneaking club ballads on this album, bro. It's never been done, bro. He really just showed that he's a GOAT, bro. And then we get to the second half of the album where I told y'all he was going to get into. I told y'all last week, he's recording 5 songs about Kanye West. I want y'all to know Last week, every song that we about to talk about next was recorded last week. He did that. He did that last week in the studio. That was
started with no friends in the industry.
No friends in the industry. He said, the girl that you love, bro, I had her on her back. That's all he needed to say, bro. Whoever you could say that bar is about anybody. We know who that bar about. We know who's feeling that bar, bro. This whole song is, bro, stop playing with me. We know what I did, and we know why you're mad. If you don't want to tell the people why you're mad, then shut the fuck up, bro. Because I'm not doing this. After this, it's over, bro. I'm not friends with you. Stop saying, oh, me and Kanye is cool. No, it's dead. I'm not cool with the nigga. And if y'all
can't be fixed, it can't be fixed over a meetup. It cannot be fixed.
It can't. And if y'all weren't clear after that, he goes into Knife Talk. I don't really like Knife Talk. That's probably the one song on the album I skip. But he just reminds y'all again, in case y'all need to know, the nigga's dead. Like, he's dead. That's how the story ends. He dies. He's basically saying it's not a battle between us. And to end it off, what is Drake in his bag the most? When he's telling y'all it's a time and a location. And just like that, 7 a.m. on a bridal path, he slices into Kanye for at least a minute. Like, bro, what is wrong with you? You cannot fuck with me. Like, everybody around you leaving you. You just need to stop it. It's over, bro. And for all the people that say Drake's not a rapper, he proves time and time again, if it's the intro, Champagne Poetry, if it's 7 a.m. in Bridal Path, if it's the outro, I can out rap all of you if it ever needs to go to push that button, bro. I'm just doing what my fans love, bro. And we wanted this from him, bro. But if we need to get there, Kendrick, if you want to get there, I'm here. I'm here. Anytime we can flip the switch, I'm ready. Kanye, you're done to me, bro. And that's just what this whole album was, bro. He wanted to give us a love album, but in the middle of it, he had to force because some niggas was talking about him. So he just had to feed that a little bit. But for the just of this album, I give it a 9 out of 10 because he gave me 6 to 7 Jadeds, and that's what I was looking for from this fucking album. So I gotta commend him, bro.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This is a masterwork. This is a classic. Like this is one of Drake's classics now. And like we said at the beginning of the top, like it was well worth like the year wait. It's like I'm happy that he actually took his time with this, and this was the body of work that we got from it. And you know, literally this morning while I worked, this is the only thing that's been playing in my headphones like the entire time, and it never got old. It just never got old.
And it's just like, bro, and we still got to get into some songs, bro, because like in these songs, he's unpacking real serious topics. Like, get along better, bro. Like, that's a real topic people don't want to talk about. Your friends like me, bro. Like, don't get mad at me because your friends like me, bro.
And like on the side note, real quick, Ty Dolla $ign, right? Ty Dolla $ign is one of the sickest dudes ever. Number one. He's on 2 of the sickest songs to come out this year. Had Division on their project with Outside. He said, we've been inside too long for me to be outside of
That's one of the sickest bars I've ever heard in history.
It's in history, right? In history, like what? I've been inside so long. I haven't seen you in so long. I haven't fucked in so long. I don't want to waste any more time. I don't. Let's get straight to it. I don't care. That's okay. So that was the first one, right? He doubles back on CLB on Get Along Better. He says, this is not even for revenge. This is not, I'm not doing this out of me being petty at all. I'm really not. I don't care about this situation. But me and your friend get along better than we did. And like, I know it's wrong, but it doesn't feel wrong.
It doesn't.
Like what?
But that be the case sometimes, bro. Like, I don't know why girls think that they're the only ones that see you in the world. Like, everybody else sees me for who I am. You're not the only one that sees the special dude that I am, bro. Like, I'm funny with everybody. Everybody laughs at my jokes. I'm not doing anything special. They're not acting special because it's me. No, I'm funny for real. Like, don't get mad. Your friends, they dig my jokes. They understand my pain sometimes. They don't like you actually. Like when you be telling me the stories about y'all beef, I be siding with them in my head. Like in my head, but I don't say anything to you. I just nod and agree. So yeah, after this shit ends, I'm gonna kick with them. You can get mad if you want, but it is what it is. And I've ruined many friend groups like that. It happens though, because they're not really cool as they say they are, and they really be cool people. So like, I'm not gonna trust that fake bond that you told me that you hate these girls every day. No, I'm gonna go kick it with them. They cool as hell. Like fuck you, bitter bitch.
Like they're mad cool. And like I get it why you said like you didn't want me to hang around with them because you knew that they were cooler than you.
Exactly.
Like, I was gonna realize that.
Exactly. Like they probably just let you have like, and you know how it be like, oh, you can have that one, girl. Like they probably wanted me too, but they would just let you have it because you saw me first. Like, no, I'm not gonna let that be the fate. Who saw me first, they could have turned their head for the wrong moment. Like I want them. Like get out the way, huh?
Bro, what are the sickest songs, bro, to release this year, bro? It has Ty Dolla $ign on it. It's great, bro. It's great. And like another feature that I want to get into too is in the Bible with Gibeons. I love it when guys are just honest about their toxicity. I love it. Cause like that's all we want. And he's singing like, listen, you're not the person you think I am. Like you hold me to a higher standard than what I actually deserve. You just don't know it yet. And the thing is, you're gonna find out. Like I'm gonna be completely 100 with you I'm telling you this off the rip. Like, and you're really gonna see at the end of it if you really still want to mess with me.
Exactly.
Because what you think of me, it's far from the truth. It's far from the truth.
And that's a real thing, bro. And Giveon's another one of those dudes who just gets on a track and can make some crazy ass shit sound so beautifully, bro. Like he has a hit song on the radio right now that says balloons are deflated. Guess they look lifeless like me. This nigga is talking about I'm depressed as hell. I look like these deflated balloons. But this shit is slapping on the air, bro. It's just like he's really hurt, but we about to bop to this shit because he made that shit sound hard as hell, bro. And it's just like that's what Drake. I feel like a reason why Kanye is like a hater of Drake because like Drake is just like the cool dude that's cool with everybody, bro, and just like everybody fucks with Drake. And it looks like with Kanye, like it's kind of a forced thing. He got to try to like he was a nerdy kid in school that had to like buy friends to like him. Like he had to produce all the rapper shit for him to really fit in, bro. Like Drake was just cool from the rip. He really didn't have to be like different people to get on. He just was himself, and niggas fucked him for that, bro. And you could just see it throughout the album. Like he with the street dudes, he got Hove and shit on his album. He got Lil Baby, he got Dirk, real street people on his album, and then he got the nerdy people on his album. He got like a R&B dude like Giveon, or he got a real wild out dude like Kid Cudi on his album. And it's just like he's touching all platforms, and I feel like that might be a reason why Kanye hates, but it's like Drake just does it better, bro. Like I feel like the Nick Fury shit that they both did, it just sounded better from Drake, in my opinion, bro. Like this Captain America Civil War shit, bro. At the end of the day, Drake's side just sounded way better to me, bro.
Yeah, like most of the songs they fit more towards what everybody does. Like when you listen to Knife Party, for example, that's a 21 Savage beat.
Exactly.
Like all Fred. It's just like it sounds like a 21 Savage song, but with Drake featured on it. You know, and it's like, and same thing with like Get Along Better too. Same thing. Like you can easily see Ty Dolla that being one of Ty's songs. It just so happens to have Drake on it as well.
Yeah. But what I do like seeing about this album is just all the backlash Drake is getting from like the super feminist women about just his choice of words on the album. Like him saying that this like that he did like of toxic masculinity and shit before the album. They got mad at that. I was like, oh, he's masking his toxicness. Yes, if you're aware about it, what is the problem, bro? Like that's their problem with y'all. Y'all want to walk around fake as shit, act like y'all have no issues to y'all. No, you're a bad person too. Nobody is perfect, bro. We're just living in our shit, coming with our mistakes. Because when we have mistakes, oh, we can't be like, people can't be surprised because they know who we are. But with y'all, when y'all make a mistake, then y'all really gonna fall to the bottom because it's like, oh, y'all are having this facade that y'all are perfect, y'all do everything right. It's nothing wrong with y'all. Like, leave Drake alone, bro. Like, do you think Drake honestly cares, bro? No. Like he's living everybody's dream right now. He's literally a certified lover boy, bro. He has a kid, bro. He's not with the baby mom. He's still in his kid's life, and he can sleep with every woman in the world, fly, and he has his own plane, bro. He doesn't have a private jet. He has a commercial plane that he can go anywhere to, bro. Like, come on, like, and relax with it, bro.
And one song that we forgot to mention, what like this is tied for Pipe Down as best song of the album for me personally. Race My Mind. That's
Intoxicated.
That's one of Drake's greatest songs that he's ever put out.
Drake, bro. That's what
and he's talking and he's getting into he's really getting into it too. The fact that like he put the stereotypical harp instrumental in the background, I was like, okay, where's he gonna go with this? And then he's talking about like, yo, like how like I want you like to be the one, but you're just out here in these streets. It's making it so hard for me to be with you. Like,
yo, bro, this song was so triggering to me, bro. Like you said, like I said, bro, he gave us 6 or 7 Jaded, bro. Like I say Pipe Down's the one because it's just the one that stands out to me, but it's like 6 that are tied with this, bro. And this falls into that because it's just like Drake was just describing moments, and I was just having like World War I flashbacks. Like, yo, Drake, chill the fuck out, bro. When he's talking about your friends are texting me how you doing this, and that. You higher than the moon. You coming back to me like this. It's like Drake. Because like we've all been with a girl who, you know, when you with her, she can't handle her liquor. So you know when she get out, she's acting just like that, even more crazy. And it's like, oh, this your girl dancing over here. This your girl dancing all on the wall. This your girl hanging all over this. This your girl walking back to the car pissy drunk. Can't do this, can't do that. And it's just like, shorty, I don't want to hear about this, bro. Can you go out, have fun, and just do what you do without having to come back to me?
And on top of that too, you're hanging around the people that you know are plotting on you.
Exactly, that don't give a damn about you, that want to see you in this position. Because if they didn't, why would you be looking like this every time you go out? Like, if these was really your mans, they wouldn't have you looking crazy out here every single time, bro. They not really down for you, bro. And it's just like Drake was just talking about moments and things. It's just like, bro, you're wilding, bro. Like at that point in the album, I feel like he was really getting into what he wanted to talk about. Like those final 4 to 5 songs is just him doing what he wants, bro. Like on Rick with the song with Rick Ross, he finally said, bro, he said, if you didn't know, I'm Michael Jackson, bro. Like I am Michael Jackson, bro. Like there's no more debating. Like y'all could try to talk, but I'm that guy. I'm the one, bro. And it's just like this album just really made me want to move to Houston sooner than I think, bro. I just gotta see what the hype is about, bro. Like Drake makes it sound like this magical place where you would just fall in love the minute you step down, bro. And it's just like I gotta know, bro. I have to know, bro.
Like I think it truly is just this magical place everyone hypes it up to be.
Right. I've been.
I feel like it's truly just a wonderland of just music, food, and women. Like that's just what I think it is.
Like I've been to Atlanta, bro. Like I gotta go to Houston. Like Drake, this album should be I Love Houston, bro. Like he came on the track spelling out Houston like we didn't know how to spell that shit, bro. Like
he spelled it out and then described how he gets down in Houston. Like we didn't already have a 10-year history.
And then how he was low-key sly hating on the bitch for fucking with a rocket. Like, bro, Drake, you know what the situation is. He was like, you hired in a, I'm not even gonna say it, but you know what it is because you probably co-signed with the kid. Like, yo, Drake, chill out, bro. Drake.
chill.
James has left, bro. You're good, bro. Jalen Green is not going to be on your bitch again, right? You can chill out for a second, bro. Right?
No. They are definitely going to be on that young boy. Him, and Josh. They're going to be on both.
Bro, Drake is feeling intimidated by Jalen Green. It's crazy, bro.
Yes, bro, because he's just a new young boy with money, boy. Like, come on now. Wait, what?
Drake wanted him to draft like a white.
2 weeks after he got drafted, you already got an iced out grilling. Come on now. And you're really supposed to sit up here and tell me that he's not about to be wild out here in Houston, Texas. Come on.
Drake wanted him to draft a white European so bad, bro. He wanted him
to not draft anybody. Don't get any one of these top prospects, please.
Any of them light-skinned niggas do not draft, bro. Because they gonna be cut into my Houston squad, bro. I can't have that happen, bro.
Of course, they draft the most light-skinned one out of all.
The curly hair looking like Michael Jackson on the stage, bro. Drake was at home, hurt as hell, like fuck, bro.
And he got that Cali swag with him too. My boy was hurt.
No, bro. Drake, you
bro. But like,
Green, bro.
Shout out to Jalen Green, bro. And shout out to Drake, bro, for just releasing this classic. I mean, oh yeah, and fucking fans too.
And
fucking fans too.
Go, bro. He is the GOAT. What do people not know? We can talk 3 hours on this album, bro.
Like, some of the things that headline were false, but some of the things were true. And I know that put you in a messed up place because like all these girls would die in position to get where you are in right now. But yeah, I was doing you so dirty.
It's like you gotta acknowledge that shit, bro. When you acknowledge it, it just makes it feel real, bro. I don't care that woman got her heart broken. I don't care that when she hears that shit, it's going to pierce her soul to the core. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I don't. This nigga is a GOAT and he's feeding the streets, bro.
Nah, bro. That was one of the wildest songs I heard. Just listening first time through. Like, whoa. Because it's like, we all know what happens. When you're a superstar, it's going to happen.
It's like
just to hear them like actually like acknowledge it too, like it just makes it better, bro. It just makes it better. As weird as that sounds.
And bro, like there's so many names, bro. It's just like even Fair Trade, bro. That's just a sneaky one that he just sneaked in there. It's just like, bro, you're snapping, bro. Like, why are you wilding like this, bro? Like, it's no reason you getting off this. Like he said, he's just going crazy, bro. I can't even get into this, bro. We could talk about it for too long, bro. Just like I'm gonna sit with it for another week, come back with some more takes, bro. But yeah, he snapped on this album, bro.
Yeah, bro. Just work with the weight, bro. Honestly, yeah, I've said that 3 times now, but I literally cannot just stress that enough. Just on like because we gotta look back at the previous pods. We've been badgering him for fucking 8 months,
bro.
For 8 months straight.
You can say what you want, bro, but I think this man Drake has honestly listened to me, bro. I feel like he has listened to our feedback some way, somehow, or he's listened to the feedback of his fans, bro, because it's seeped throughout this album, bro. Like, this album screams, I'm listening. Like, I hear what y'all talking about, and I'm going to provide, bro, and that's just something about the greats all have, bro. Like, Jay-Z always was able to just say something and made you know, like, oh, this nigga's watching the world, bro. Like, he knows what the fuck is going on. He's out here, even though we're not hearing from him, bro. And Drake gave that same type of vibe on his album, bro. Go.
You just reminded me about the Jay-Z verse on this. That man didn't have to do that. That man didn't have to do that. I was like, who heard him? I'm just thinking, and also at the same time, I'm listening to this, I'm like, this isn't a shot at Kanye. Like,
I think it is, bro. I think it is because.
But I'm just like, I'm conflicted about it because obviously he appeared up on Donda. He teased Watch the Throne 2. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, wait. So it makes me think, okay, was this song recorded? Let's say, was this song recorded before Jails was recorded?
Bro, I think it's recorded after, bro, because my theory on this shit, bro, and the whole debate shit is, bro, Kanye, Jay-Z only got back on this shit because Kanye was leaving Kim Kardashian, bro. The whole split of these two niggas is because he married Kim Kardashian, bro. And
Right.
that's why he wasn't rocking. He was like, that's a bad decision, bro. She's not good for you. She's gonna bring you down. Everybody know, because I think underneath, he probably knows what we've been talking about. The biggest rapper in the world, Piper, bro. That's gonna come out sometime, bro. So he knows that backlines of this shit, bro. So he's like, don't do it, bro. It's just gonna be bad business overall in the long call. He does it. What the fuck happens ever since, bro? It's mad this rants that you not there for me. Jay-Z distanced himself. As soon as they get divorced, Jay-Z's on Donda. He's rapping the album. That's the first listening party. That was a whole month. Mad shit happened within that month. I'm changing my name. Yada yada. This, and this. Oh, him and Kim might be rekindling shit. Then this second listening party happened. Who's on this shit? The Baby's on that shit, rapping his ass off. Is one of the best verses on the album. I fuck with that verse hard as hell. But what do we know? The Baby has that beef with Meg and shit. Meg is ran by Jay-Z. Jay-Z's not gonna personally be on a song with the Baby. So that's why I think it's a part two. And that's why I think originally when the Baby's part wasn't on the album, because Universal was like, we want this song on the album. It's probably the best song on the album. And we want it with the best rapper all the time, the nigga that you have your career with. And he probably just still gonna let you have it because it's on your stems. Nobody can take this shit away from you, bro. Like, he's not gonna do that because it's gonna be a bigger story if Jay-Z don't clear it, but you're not gonna put this shit together with the Baby track. So that's just what it is, and that's what happened, bro. And I feel like he's pissed off that at the end of that Donda shit, him and Kim getting back together. He was talking about, oh, I'm bringing Trump out at the fucking third Donda show. So he's like, you're still on this shit? I give you another chance and you still on this shit? So fuck it, bro. It's done, bro. I'm with this nigga. You already know what it is on this side, bro. And you want to keep playing this dumb shit, bro. You just gonna have to falter out for yourself, bro. I can't be still being your big brother and keep coming to save you, bro. At some time, you just gonna have to learn this shit how it is, bro. And I just think that's what it is. And their relationship has always been on and off like this, bro. So I feel like they're brothers, and it's just gonna continue to happen. But I do feel like this shit was recorded after that first jail record, bro.
No, that theory that you present does make a lot of sense from both sides. Yeah. It does make a lot of sense, but yeah. But just on the verse itself, yeah, I was just kind of just blown away by it, but just how like just aggressive it was, and just like, okay, like, is this directed towards Kanye? Just tearing back and forth. Is he just talking about just in general, like, you know, fake people around him and shit like that? But I'm just like, yo, Jay-Z in his mid-40s right now, who like, he's not gonna have any more fake people around him. Now, if this was, you know, 26, 27-year-old Jay-Z, it'd be a different story. Maybe that's would still be the case. But he's a grown-ass man with a daughter, married to the most famous woman in the world, and Beyonce or whatever died. You know the rest.
Like, I don't know, bro. Like, Kanye just need to leave the situation alone, bro. Like, Drake called this nigga a bitch in 2 different languages, bro. Like
in 2 different languages is hilarious.
Drake says, you know the address, send your driver to drive to it, bro. Like,
and that's another thing, like, yeah, bro, like on 7 a.m. on Bridal Pad, like, yeah, like you said, like, as soon as the shit was literally recorded last week.
I told y'all, nigga.
Last week it was recorded. And again, it goes back to, just like Kanye just being corny as hell. Like, why are you posting my address? Like, why are you posting that? If you really have an issue with me, pull up to that address. Like, you know where I stay. You literally know where I stay. So if there really was an issue with it, then come see me. Come see me about it, and we can really just hash this out one way or another. It's up to you, because I'm here.
Exactly, bro. And Kanye just need to shut the fuck up after this, bro. We don't really need to hear no more retaliation from you, bro. Just keep releasing your shit, bro, because his shit was dope at the end of the day, bro. Like,
we can get into that now, just on the Donda aspect of it too. Like, where do you go? I gotta say this though. It was an overhyped and underwhelming album for me. And that's fair to say. That's fair to say. I don't think I'm being too extreme, being too radical by saying that. You know, we waited over a month for this project. You hosted 3 different listening parties, you know, for this. And what we got It's just, again, just underwhelming. That's really just what it was. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, this is still like great piece of work musically. This is still like a great piece of work, especially on the production side, of course. Whenever you listen to a Kanye album, you're always, the first thing that you're gonna listen for is production, how well it sounds. It sounds fantastic. It does. But just overall, as a project, I was expecting more. There are a few songs that I really do like on this album, but at the end of the day, I wanted more from this album. And with all this, with just all the hype around it.
Yes, bro. And you said it, bro. You said it the day the first listening party, bro. You said he's going to kill the hype for his album, bro. And he did, bro. If he would have released it that night, I would have been arguing if this album was better than CLB. I would have been saying, yo, this is a real competition, like what these two albums are. But he did too much. And throughout the album, it gets real clout chasing, I would say, when I feel like the original path for the album was, I'm going to honor my mother. I'm going to put out this project that is a honor of my mother. And I would say what displayed that the most is the fucking jail verse, the first jail verse from Jay-Z. And it just it feels so personal because everybody else is just talking on the album, but Jay-Z personally knew who Donda was. Like, I'm signing your son. I'm giving him a career. Like, that's an important moment for a mother. Like, I'm trusting you with my son in this music career that's not so certain. He's dropping out of school. I'm a teacher. I'm valuing education so much. I think he's really throwing his life way around. But I'm going to trust you, this rapper who's saying he's going to change my son's life and allow you to change his life. So when it's coming from Jay-Z talking about, don't worry, Donda, I'm bringing your son back home when I touch Pound Road, it sounds personal at that point. So after that first listening party, I'm like, yo, this album is great as hell. Why the fuck hasn't it dropped that night, bro? And then even from the JLF verse, which I feel like is one of the best verses on the album, he's really talking about something. The verse with Little Durk, he's really talking about, I'm trying to mend the relationships in Chicago, bro. But then it gets to a clout chasey thing. I'm going to bring the rival gang out just to perform their song that's dissing the guys that's on my album. Like, you don't have to do shit like that. You can try to say, hey, we could work some shit out. Let's set up a meeting, talk this shit out, and then maybe on the album we could have a song together. Not play this shit and then have the niggas come out dissing them. Like, that was disrespectful in my eyes. But you could say what you want. But on that second verse, Kanye's talking that shit that needs to be said, bro. Like, I'm older than y'all. I'm more established in Chicago than y'all. Like, I'm a rapper, but I know you're a big homie. And he don't rap, but he got more pull than y'all. And he could shut this whole shit down. So play with me if you want, but y'all need to listen to me. Like, I wish he stayed into that more, but then he gets into the cloud chasing shit. Oh, I see the locks and the Dipset battles a trending thing, so let me go get the locks on my album. They weren't originally on your album, bro. So just leave what the verse was, what it was, bro. Don't just jump to get niggas because you see they're hot right now. Don't just jump to get the baby because he's the hottest trending topic in the world, bro. It's a moment. It's the first verse with him addressing what the fuck happened, but it's like, you don't have to jump for clout to clout. You're Kanye West. Like, it just feel like, let me grab the biggest glamour, and the biggest thing was you grabbing onto Drake's release date. That was the biggest thing of it all. Like, that's what really fucked you over. You're worrying about another man when you are ready to go. Like, be secure in yourself, and we're gonna love what the fuck you produce. So, like, how do you expect us to love something that you don't love your fucking self, bro? And even when it's out, you're like, I don't want this shit released. So it's just like, you're telling us we're listening to some shit that you don't want, bro. So just like, bro, you're fucking it up for yourself, bro. And he honestly did that with that waiting and waiting and waiting, bro. And I hope he takes this out a lesson, but it's fucking Kanye West. He's gonna do what the fuck he wants. So it's
right. like he's gonna do what he wants regardless of what anybody has to say. Like, he's gonna do him, But yeah, like it did definitely backfire again, because we had, at least for me personally, like, we had more expectation for this album than what it already was, and then what it ultimately released as, And with him coming out saying that, Universal released it without my approval, that's on you. Like, this is what happens when you literally have 3 different listening parties over the span of a month, and you still have failed to release, the actual full piece of work. Now, if you release a single during that time, it would have been a different story. I think that's like, okay, we get it. Okay, it's in, like, we all know it's coming. Okay, at least we know that this is like at least wherever singing that may have been, whether it be Jail or Hurricane or whatever song you want to pick off the album to be the single. At least we know, okay, this gets a sign of approval. This is definitely going to be on the album. This is what it's going to sound like. This is what he's going to be leaning towards. It would have worked out better in his favor had he did that. But hindsight is always 2020. Can't take it back now. It is what it is. It's out in the public. It's here, and yeah, like it's still a good to great album in my opinion. It really is. Like for me, like standout tracks, like before I actually get into the standout tracks, the features. I actually want to get into the features real quick first.
Yeah,
Off the Grid with Favi, that's probably my favorite. Off the Grid is probably my favorite song off this, but Favi's feature in particular. We all know Favi as Brooklyn drill rapper. We know that. But what he actually got into with this verse, I really appreciate it. And I really like, okay, if he can do what he did on that feature with All Grid and make that into the rest of his career, I'm going to become a Favi fan because like you said, once you go with other, like with the J Electronica feature, he's actually talking about something. You know, he's actually talking about something. And I'm a fan of that. It's like, yeah, this Brooklyn drill shit is cool and all, but like, let me see like what you actually value, what you actually like want to talk about. And he actually got into that and Off the Grid too.
Yeah, like you said, you just named probably my two favorite verses off the album. I would have Bobby and Jay Elect probably tied just how I'm feeling in the bag. If I want to feel like an activist, I'm gonna play that Jay Elect verse. But if I want to get into my niggas cannot fuck with me bag, I'm going to that Off the Grid verse. And it's just like that verse, I felt like it was recorded right whenever after he did that Funk Flex freestyle. I feel like Kanye saw Bobby do that Funk Flex freestyle. He said, "Yo, come down to where I'm at and come do that on this track I got right now, bro. You're spazzing, bro. You being in jail got you a different type of locked in, a different type of focus. You feel and sense the void that New York needs somebody. Like we still listen to Pop Smoke 2 years later, and like he's dead. He's the king of this shit, but we still need somebody to carry this throne. Like after Biggie died, New York was dead. We were still listening to Ready to Die. And then Jay-Z eventually had to say, okay, I got to get out of my funk. Biggie was my nigga. I fuck with him, but I got to go take this shit over. Favi, Pop was your nigga. You fuck with him, but you got to jump up and take this shit over. And I feel like that verse is just what's going to launch him into that bag, bro. Like sometimes you just need a verse on a Kanye album to get you off of that shit, bro. Nicki had Monster and then her shit was gone, bro. And I feel like that's what this shit is about to do for him. And we hearing Kanye about to produce his album. So if we just get Kanye not rapping on shit and just producing what the fuck he's doing, Favi's about to come with a heater on his next album, bro. And he's really about to take over and try to cement his place in the New York landscape of rap right now, bro. Because for a long time, he's been a funny nigga. We've been making fun of Skittle, Brittle. He just rhyme whatever he think of on his head, bro. And that's what it is. But he's trying to prove, no, I was in jail. I was focused. I'm locked in, bro. And yeah, that was a big standout. And that's what I would say about this album, bro. I noticed when I'm going back to it, I'm not really going back for Kanye, bro. Like I'm going back for either the features or the choir, bro. Like the songs I really like is Jail, of course. Like Kanye put his ass on that, bro. Like that's the one song that Kanye snapped, bro. Like Kanye just screaming, singing, bro. I just think, bro, like this is why it's great about these artists, bro. Cause like, yeah, everybody has relationship problems. Everybody is going through things, bro. But when you hear a nigga saying he's swiping up on Kim Kardashian, that shit hits different, bro. Like, yeah, we all ignore people text, but when you're ignoring Kim Kardashian text, that just shows the type of nigga Kanye is, bro. Like every nigga, there's probably a million niggas in this world that's be on their knees just to spend a minute with Kim Kardashian. This nigga Kanye said, I swipe up like next, like, bitch, I'm not trying to talk to you right now. So that's one song that's just hard as hell. And then Off the Grid, I love Hurricane, but I would say this about the album, bro. I feel like this album sounds like 5 songs. Like there's 5 songs, and then they're like different branches of those songs that just were branched out into the rest of the album. Cause like I feel like the Hurricane flow sounds kind of like Moon. I feel like it just all just the hooks sound like they were all just like the same type of hooks, and he just wanted different niggas to sing them just like Vori kind of sounded like The Weeknd, and The Weeknd kind of sounded like Cudi, and Cudi kind of sounded like Brent, and it's like, Kanye, you could have told these niggas to get into what they wanted to do, bro. Like, yeah, you made them do a version of what you made them do them, but your version of what you wanted them to do, bro. Like, you didn't let them breathe like how you said Drake let everybody on his album really breathe, bro. And I feel like a lot of songs just bled into each other, bro. So I'm just like, I'm playing one hook. I'm like, is this Moon or is this Hurricane or is this Jonah or some shit, bro? Like, I don't know which one this is, bro. But yeah, Hurricane is one I like, and then 24 I like. I just love that choir shit, bro. That really just hit me. And then Jesus Lord, and then Lord I Need You, because Kanye's on his toxic shit talking to Kim, bro. So those are my standouts on the album, bro.
Yeah, and like you mentioned that there were like 5 songs that kind of just branched off into the rest of what the album was going to be. Like I noticed that heavily, just with the choir, like the heaviest choir, on this entire album. So like, it did kind of feel like repetitive after a certain while. I was like, okay, here's another choir, here's another gospel influence right here on this track, and it kind of got tiring after a little bit. That's what I would say would just me being critical about the album. After like it's 27 songs.
Yeah,
it's an hour and 48 minutes.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of fucking music to consume just in one time. You really have to, like, if you really want to do a deep dive into this album, you really have to give it 2 different listening sessions, because like you can really divide it up into 2 different albums. You can get the mostly choir stuff into one section and then break it up all the rest into one section. It's just a lot, I would say. But for me, like Off the Grid, standout record, Hurricane, standout record, 24, standout record, New Again, standout record, Pure Soul, standout record, has my favorite feature off the album, besides the Fabi with Roddy Ricch. I really appreciate that. And also Shenseea too. Like Shenseea, Jamaican rapper, she did her thing on this as well too. Like this was, like you said with on the Nicki Minaj point with Monster, this could be her Monster. Like this could really like just elevate her career, and she's already starting to be trending just a little bit, not more so in the mainstream, but just kind of like she's right in that layer below that. Like, so with what this could potentially do for her career, I'm looking forward to it, because she can actually like rap, so I'm looking forward to that and see what she's able to do off this album. But yeah, man, like I'm underwhelming, but it's still a good album. I do want to bring up the Soulja Boy and Chris Brown situation with this album. Chris Brown is saying that Kanye's an asshole.
No, you said Kanye's a hoe. You didn't say asshole.
Oh, I just said it was a hoe. My fault. He said it was a hoe. My fault. Yeah. So you have Soulja Boy going on like a 5 to 7 like tweet rant about Kanye overall, and saying how he was supposed to be on the album, how he was supposed to have a verse on Remote Control. Never did, unfortunately, and he actually released a snippet on Twitter. Like, here's my verse, which I thought was hilarious. It kind of like it goes back to your point about like how Drake is kind of the cool guy, and Kanye kind of just is that person that kind of has to buy his friends, sort of say, and how like he can be an asshole because he completely cut Drake off his album. And then on New Again, like Chris Brown had one line,
a low ass, pitch down ass line behind the beat, all the way damn near under the treble, my nigga. Like,
and I understand why Chris Brown would say like he's a hoe, because like, why the hell are you doing to me? And like when I first heard that, I'm like, okay, we're about to get a Chris Brown verse. Like I'm excited to hear what that's gonna sound like. I was hyping myself up for that. And it never came. I was disappointed.
Nigga, I'm not Soulja Boy. Like, yeah, you can joke off Soulja Boy. Like, nigga, I'm Chris Brown, nigga. Like, I'm on your level too. Like, you can't just play me off like that, nigga. So yeah, that's just funny as hell. Just Chris Brown, just on his, like, Chris Brown is just a regular nigga. Like, if you follow Chris Brown, he interacts on the internet like how I interact on the internet, bro. He just says whatever the fuck he wants on his story, bro. for him to just in the middle of the Kanye release, Kanye a hoe. Like,
it's mad funny, but I understand where he's coming from because there's definitely a Chris Brown verse on Do Again. The 100% for a fact is there out there somewhere, and Kanye has it.
And he smoked it, killed. It's Chris Brown, bro. And the nigga Kanye played and took it off, bro, and played some bullshit in the background and try to give us the Chris Brown verse, and it just feeds back into the clout chasing shit, bro. I feel like in the first place, Kanye probably was watching the fucking Soulja Boy Bow Wow verses and was like, "Yo, Soulja, I want you to come to the studio, bro." Like I'm telling you, this is what happened, bro. This is how all these features came to be, bro. The nigga would just end wherever he be at, saw the biggest, hottest, trending shit at the moment. Is like, I want them now. Oh, Griselda rap is cool now. Let me go get them now. Not saying that Kanye is not in tune with the music, but I feel like his efforts of it just feel cloudy as hell, bro. Like he's not really fucking with this because for a period of time he went to that nerdy ass rap, bro. He wasn't fucking with the mainstream niggas, and now all of a sudden he wants niggas like Lil Baby on his album. He wants niggas like Dirk on his album, like, and that's my problem with a lot of these Kanye fans. Like y'all bashing on Drake, but at least from Drake, this shit sounds it feels genuine. Like we know Drake actually fucks with these people, bro. I don't think Kanye West really fucks with Lil Baby because you know how I tell? It's a picture of Lil Baby and James Harden looking at Kanye West like, what the fuck is this nigga on? Like I only did this for the check, bro. Lil Baby's like, I'm here to perform. I'm a hustler. I know the biggest spots for me. I'm gonna be on both of y'all albums. I don't give a fuck if y'all beef me, nigga. Right, Lil Durk. I'm gonna be on both of your albums. I don't give a. I'm from the rack. Y'all niggas wanna say something? Do it. Do something. Hove. I'm Hove, nigga. Y'all both wanted me, nigga. Y'all ain't gonna say shit.
Right.
Like it's just like, and you just gotta take it for what it is. So like, yeah, y'all can say it's clout chasing, but just from Kanye, it just doesn't feel real. And I can't really appreciate a lot of the features if I don't feel like it's from a genuine place they're giving this shit to Kanye, bro. And I feel like they're just like, I'm just doing this shit for him. Like a lot of people, like the Lil Yachty feature, I feel like Lil Yachty's really a Kanye West fan, wanted to be on that shit his whole life and really put his ass on that feature, bro. Like Cardi is from that cloth of let me do some exotic shit. Like Kanye, he really wanted to do that shit, bro. I feel like Lil Baby is just the GOAT rapper right now. He's just gonna float on this shit, and I'm gonna do what I do. And of course, Dirk is from Chicago, so he got some influence. But I'm gonna speak about my pain and the shit I'm going through, bro. And that might be my favorite verse. Like, I'll say the Fabio and the fucking JLX verses are the best, but my favorite is Dirk because like what he just got into with some real life pain shit. Like he was just talking. He said Hove and Kanye are both brothers and they billionaires. Me and my brother was millionaires and he got killed, bro. Like my dad did 26 years in jail. His first couple months out, he saw his son get killed, bro. Like this is real life trauma that Dirk is living through every day, and he still can show up anytime and just get on a track and just display that shit. And for us to enjoy this shit, bro. Like at a certain point, I'm gonna tell this nigga, yo, just chill out, bro. You could go get some therapy, little. Like we don't need the music. Like we love what the fuck you giving to us, bro. But like you really are like a different type of soul, and I feel like Dirk's artistry is I'm really excited for his next album, bro. Like the voice was hard as hell, bro. But just off of this, that's another take I have off these albums. It's just the features that were on this. I'm really excited out of the most. Like, yeah, Baby ran 2020, but I feel like Dirk is ready to step into that bag. Like, hey, I might really be the best in this shit, bro. And I want to stand on that shit a little bit. And I feel like off the Drake shit, off the Kanye shit, if Kendrick want to go out and get both of them niggas on his shit, I feel like he gonna snap on that shit, bro. And then that's just gonna lead into his next shit. And I feel like Dirk, I don't feel like people value the voice as a rap classic. I feel like whatever Dirk's next album is going to be a no doubt rap classic, bro.
And another guy too that I'm looking like we should be on the lookout for is Roddy. Yes. Like Roddy too, because like he released that one the single Late at Night, which was really cool record. Came back with this now. He's on the Kanye album, slowly building up once again. Like, hey, for a drop, it's gonna remind everybody like you said a few podcasts ago, like him and Baby were right here, then just Baby just took over. You know what I'm saying? He had a hell of a fucking year for any artist. You know, and I'm really excited for what Roddy has in store for us.
I'm just glad we got our three, bro. Like we always talked about Drake, Kendrick, Cole, bro. I'm just glad it's a clear view of our three and who they are, bro. And like everybody else can try to come, but we know who they are, bro. And it's still always that sneaky for like how like a Wale could be that dude or Meek could be that dude for like Drake and the dudes. And then we always got that wild card of young boy where like we really never really got invested into what he is, and he still got some untapped musical potential there. And I feel like he got some shit there, but it's just good to see like we got our three that we really knows and invested to this shit, bro. And I feel like Roddy, Baby, and Dirk is really ready to carry this shit over. And I feel like the past generation is ready to pass the torch on to them because they wouldn't be featured on all their albums, bro. And I just feel like hip hop is in a good stage for right now. And I feel like that's what 2021 is going to be the year of, where like it was the torch, like all the ghosts dropped their shit. Cole had Baby on his album. Drake had Baby on his album. All them dudes had Baby on the album. And then 2022, we're going to get the Roddy album. We're going to get the Dirk album. We're going to get the Baby album that's going to cement them to the top, bro. And I feel like that's what's coming from them three, bro. And that's going to be what this decade is, bro. The decade of this big three, bro.
Yeah, and like speaking of like like the big three for our generation, like I'm glad that like now with Certified Lover Boy out now, and we had the J. Cole album earlier this year. Like it really does, like they're perfect pieces to represent who they are as an artist, and that's what I love so far about it. You listen to the J. Cole, and like this is what he is at his peak. This is exactly what it is. An introspective rapper that can rap his ass off, that's not afraid to be vulnerable and talk about the real life shit that's going on, not only with him, but within his community. And we got Drake, the dude that can make a hit record in his sleep, that can flow with damn near anybody in the game if he really wants to. He can get into that love bag, he can get into that toxic bag, and he can also rap his ass off when he wants to. And now like this is all like setting stage for Kendrick and what he has in store for us. I was like, okay, gave us Good Kid, Mad City. You gave us How to Pimp a Butterfly. You gave us, Damn. Gave us all these classics. Like, what is this last album that's going to be truly a representation of what your legacy is and what you were at your pinnacle when we look back at this in 15, 20 years from now?
This is going to be that shit, bro. It's going to be some real... I'm here to talk about what the fuck needs to change, bro. Like he's gonna just talk about some real life shit, bro. He sat through a pandemic. He sat through Trump, bro. He hasn't released an album since Trump's whole presidency. Like I think Damn came out in 2016. I think 2016.
About 2015, 2016, yeah.
So his whole presidency, he just been sitting back listening to what the fuck is going on. Is this vaccine, this COVID, this president, that is... He got a lot to talk about, bro. And it's just like, he's going to get into that shit. And we know how Kendrick is. And it's going to flow like an album, bro. And it's just want to get me off to some shit. Just to some goofy shit I saw on Twitter, bro. Somebody says, wait, I didn't know people actually listen to albums off of shuffle. She's listened to every album she's ever listened to for the first time on shuffle.
like sequencing is a thing. Like when guys are in the studio, when they're making projects, where a song is in the track listing is actually important to them, and that actually matters to them. No, I don't want to have all these songs in a row. I want this song to be towards the back end of the album. You can slide these two middle songs up, and that's how I want to transition.
Like when I saw that, I was like, if I was an artist, that would make me want to quit, bro. Like if I was like Kendrick Lamar after I just released Good Kid, Mad City, and I saw her tweet some shit like that, I'm like, what? Like you're the reason why people on the first day an album comes out, they say this shit is trash. Because you're listening to the last song first, you're in the middle for the second track, you're flipping this way for the third track. It's like, of course this shit is trash to you. Like,
and like when artists go into a studio, they have a set plan of how their album is going to sound, how it's going to flow. And these 4 songs is going to be this type of vibe. For the next 6 is going to be this type of vibe. For the last 7 to 12 songs, it's going to be this type of vibe. That's where the artistry comes in. That's where crafting an album comes in. Like, sequencing and where song placement is just so underrated. Like, it's very important.
That's why I say this fucking new age of streaming it helped a lot of shit. Cause I was thinking like, yo, what if like this Drake album came out when niggas had like CDs or like or tape or like a record player? Cause I would have played the shit out already. Like this shit would have been fucked up already. I'd be mad as shit. I had to go back and play this shit. I'm glad I could just play this shit out whenever I want. But on the backside of that, you got dumbass people who didn't have to just sit and put a disc in and have to wait for the next track to come. You couldn't just skip. You just gotta let that shit play through. And that's how music was processed. That's how you learn some shit. That's what they don't know. They just think, oh, we can just do what the fuck we want with this shit. And no, you have to listen to this shit through or you won't get classics like fucking Division, Amusing Her Philly. You won't understand that shit. You won't understand Good Kid, Mad City. Like, you won't understand these classics that were just sequenced perfectly throughout. Like, you just won't get it, bro. And when I saw that tweet, I'm like, you're the people that call classics trash on the first day.
Let's be clear. Like, you know, giving a rating for an album off first day is crazy in itself. Like, you have to let it simmer. You have to let it marinate over a course of time. You have to give it a few plays through and through to get an actual feel for it, to actually get your thoughts together of like, okay, how does this album sound? How does this album sound? And how do I really feel about it after X amount of listens? You know, that's what we always say. Like, for me, like, whenever we come and talk about music, I always say, off first listen, this is how I feel about it. We'll see 2 weeks down the road if I still feel this way, if I love it more, or I'm like, maybe my first listen was a little bit too strong. I kind of take it back.
Yeah. We only coming in here crazy off this Drake listen because I've listened to this shit 37 times already, guys. Like,
yeah. That's the reason why we go on so crazy, because literally it's been the only thing we have been listening to for the past 16 hours. Like, it's all we've heard. That's why we went into a whole deep dive for damn near a half hour about this shit.
Bro. But nigga, like we said, we was waiting for this shit too long, bro. I wasn't expecting nothing less for this fucking episode, bro. Like, we really had 9 episodes of like, where's this shit at? Oh, it might come this week. Oh, this nigga tore his Achilles. He did this, he did that. He's fucking a nigga's mom.
I was actually disappointed we didn't get an ACL bar.
He said he hurt his shoulder. He said something about a hurt shoulder or something.
I'm like,
man, we need an Achilles bar, bro. I wanted it, bro.
You need Achilles. You need a torn ACL bar. Like, bro, you tweeted OBJ, Joe Burrow, and Saquon, and everybody else. Like, come on, like, we were waiting for it. We made countless jokes about it. Come on, like, we need it. We need it on the album. Oh, man. That's the only thing I wish, bro. Like, he could have snuck it in there.
He could have snuck it in, bro. He could have did it, bro. I don't know. Who knows? It might be a deluxe. We never know with this guy. He might
come out with a deluxe. It's over. It's fucking over at that point. Nah, bro. But bro, off music, I saw this thing online, and I really want to get your opinion on it and have a conversation about this. All right. So this is a date night story from the perspective of a young lady. All right. So she says, quote, I went on a second date last night. There were no red flags on the first date when we actually had a good time most of the date too. Until, unprompted, he mentioned that he likes to take things emotionally slow because he, quote, went through a traumatic relationship 3 years ago. Let me tell you how his jaw dropped when I said, and you didn't seek therapy or do something to work on that. Instead, you are here on a second date telling me about all the ways you'll compare me to an ex who, quote, traumatized you. You shouldn't be dating at all. I cut the date short, He tried to walk me to my car, but I insisted on going myself. And then he texted me asking me to verify when I made it home before I blocked.
And these are the women. I bet you whoever made that tweet is the same one. Like, Drake embracing his toxic masculinity is throwing off my pH today. Cause it's like, bitch, I know you are fucked up about a nigga too right now, bitch. Like, do not play with me like that, bro. Like, cause I'm still in love with my ex. I can't date. I can't try to smash you, bitch. Like, are you kidding me? Are you? So I have to completely heal from my heartbreak to fuck you. That's what you're saying? No, man. No, because in the deep dive of your life, I bet you if I go through your phone, it's a nigga that can still text you right now and tell you how he's going through some shit and you will reply back. And don't lie, because you would. So that's what I hate about girls like that. They're so completely emotionally stable in the world. They got all their shit together. They talk to their therapist every day. Why are you still talking to your therapist every day like that, my nigga? What is, like, if you're so healed like that, bro, niggas take therapist breaks. Like, your therapist was like, all right, you're good. You don't have to come to me right now, bro. Like, we talked about everything you need to talk about. Like, at this point, you're good. Get the fuck out. Why are you still going there? Because you still have shit wrong with you. I bet your therapist is like, you're the problem, man. You just spazzed out on this man for saying he got heartbroken, my nigga. Like, what? What? Like, we don't know how that relationship ended. That bitch could have sucked 30 dicks and he found out. That's devastating. That's devastating. It takes years to get over shit like that, bro. And you want to you getting mad at this man? What the therapist gonna say to that man for that, bro? Like dog, I found out she's like 30 dicks. What, like, I like but she gonna come on Twitter and what did I say about you that you took this to Twitter? What did I say about her, bro? That she's taking shit like this to Twitter. You're something wrong with you, bro. Like she really aggravated my man. 3 years he's hurt, bro. She could have really did something devastating to this man, like, bro. Like, it's niggas that was in Iraq in 77 that still were traumatized, nigga. Like,
right?
Don't go away.
Yeah, nah. Nah, I feel you on all that. But like, my thing is this: was it really so? Like, she said, and you didn't seek therapy or do something to work on that. What makes you assume that he wasn't already doing something to work on that? Because my thing is this: like, people may say like, oh, that's a red flag to bring up on the second day. All right, I can understand that. But me personally, I'm looking at it as like, he's being vulnerable with you and he's being honest. He's being upfront about shit.
Because the shit you get is, why do you never talk to me? Why are you always quiet? Why didn't shit bother you? You don't say anything to me. Bitch, I'm telling you what's bothering me. The way my ex ate her steak was like that, so I'm going to tell you on the second day, bitch. It triggers me. It made me think about it, bro. And now I'm getting shot down because I told you this shit. But if we would have sat there and you would have kept eating that steak and I'm just mad as shit at the table, it's a problem.
Like, I read this story, I was so bad, bro. I'm just like, because it's like, you really had the audacity to say this man, like, oh, he needs therapy or some shit. How do you know that he's not already going to therapy? How do you know that he's not trying to better himself while at the same time still trying to have, you know, a romantic life in the process? Like, wait, so Tom, I can't try to heal and like look for some healing in another person? Wait, I'm so wrong for doing that?
And I can't just tell you something that's have hurt me in my past if we're trying to build something together.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing. A dude isn't going to bring up his past trauma with someone if, number one, he doesn't trust that person, or number two, doesn't see a potential future with that someone. Like, if he's bringing that up on the second date, that should let you know, like, hey, he could potentially see something between you, me, and him. And he's letting me know if we continue to be with each other, interact with each other over the next how many months, years, whatever, how he's going to react. If he does something, it's because of this. If he acts a certain way, it's because of things that happened in his past. Like some people think like just because you have trauma, you're not doing things to help that. No, we don't want to deal with that shit. We don't want to still feel that pain we felt 3 fucking years ago from a toxic relationship, from a traumatic relationship. No, we're trying to get over that. We're trying to work on ourselves to be in a better position. While at the same time, yes, still trying to be, while still trying to have a romantic life, while still trying to have a romantic relationship. That's not the worst thing in the world. That's not the worst thing in the world. And the fact that you blocked him too on top of that, you couldn't, like, you don't even have the fucking decency to tell this man, hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if you and me are gonna work out like that. I think you're a good dude, just me personally, whatever. Like, I just don't see it working, but hey, good luck to you, whatever. You just block him right off the rip? Like, come on.
But
really?
But imagine if this was the flip. Imagine if it was the flip side of this shit. And a girl came to you about how a nigga cheated on her, did this, and that, had a kid on her. He was like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Why the fuck are you talking to me about this shit at this dinner table when I'm paying for this shit? Why is you doing that shit right now? Matter of fact, get the fuck off my phone. Don't even call me after this shit. Find your way home. I drove you here. Get the fuck home by yourself. You will be the worst person in the world. But hey, on the flip side, she's applauded. Yeah, get that bum ass nigga. Tell that nigga he needs help. If I told a girl she needs help, are you challenging her mental health? Are you mental health shaming? Like what?
Yeah, like it's wild out here, bro. Like it irritates me so much.
And that's why we need niggas like Drake to point that shit out to us, bro. Like, your friends is cool. She would understand what the fuck I just told you. Because we talked about that shit when we was at the crib last week. She was like, yeah, I get it. Like, your ex really fucked you over, bro. Like,
and hey, like sometimes, like guys always get a bad reputation. Sometimes it's not always our fault. Sometimes it's not always our fault. We get blamed for shit that we had nothing to do with.
Bro, speaking of us, sometimes are not our fault. Have you seen the trending topic of Jasmine Sullivan's stories this past week, bro?
Nah, she was wild.
And the shit that the females were going through and saying that they were doing in these stories, bro.
Wildin'. I saw one that said every time we have sex, I'm thinking about my ex.
I saw one that said every time before we have sex, I watch my sex tape with my ex just to get off. So I could go have sex with my boyfriend because he can't do it for me. What?
Like, why are you still with that man then? Why
are you with him? Why are you with him?
Why? For what?
Said, I caught my man cheating, but I'm gonna hold that in case I get caught cheating. What? That was the biggest problem in my first relationship. Bitch, if you wanted to cheat all along, am I wrong for cheating? In my sick head, that's how I thought. If you had that thought of I want to go cheat either way, in my head, I just was smart, a psychic. I got ahead of that pain first, bitch. I just jumped the gun on this shit. That's all relationships really is who's catching who first cheating, bro. That's all it fucking really is, bro. If y'all really not in love, it's who's catching who first. And the worst one was, bro, I'm fucking his grandfather for his inheritance, bro. What? Niggas will go fuck a random girl they meet at a club, bro. They would go out to a club. They would go out to Walmart, go to the local deli. A fine girl would say hi to them, and that will be it. That's what get them. You go to a nigga's grandfather, his papa, and smash him, bro? Bro, what would you do if you found out your girl slept with your grandfather, bro?
Well, I mean, he already got 1 foot in the grave, so I just really just got a little big, like 1.5.
Any other. Like, I'm like, man, do you value yourself at all? My grandfather?
Just to get the inheritance. Like, I've heard of gold diggers that's taken it to the extreme. And the fact that you have the audacity to think like you're going to be the inheritance too, that's the funny part too. Like, you really think like once this man passes away, you're going to be entitled to some type of money, some type of property once he passes? Like, no, all that shit is going to his family. You're going to be left out that well.
But what if you know she got that swap and your grandpops is just the older you? So he know when that shit get thrown on him, he know he going to react how you would. Like, what you want, girl? You want everything? I'll sign it over right now. Fuck that little nigga Tyaire. That little nigga did not listen when he was little, and he signed it over, and you pissed as hell, and you find out that you fuck your grandpa, and you like, granddad, I'm about to kill you, granddad. Like, I'm gonna kill your old ass. And then you kill him, and then she get the money, and you just an L all around, bro. Nah, bro.
Would never be in that situation.
My grandpa's would just tag her for the hell of it, like she thinks she getting some inheritance money, and never give her the bitch the money. And like, yo, nigga, I had to fucking.
That's it, yeah.
I'm like, good looks, granddad. You got the whole out of my life. I knew she wasn't for me. She was fucking you, granddad. Good looks, grandpa. This bitch was crazy to think she ever played. Like, come on, bro.
Oh, that's about to be Eskimo brothers with your grandfather.
Nah, I would kill myself though. Like realistically, if that shit would happen, I don't know how the fuck I would react, bro. Like, I'm like, nigga, what? Like
being Eskimo brothers with your pops is already wild, already off the rip. But being Eskimo brothers with your grandfather, like, wow, granddad, you 80 years old. You can still get it up. Like, wait, what?
I'll be pissed, bro. Like, I would really be throwing like all family functions. It's me and grandpa got smoked, nigga. Like y'all just better separate us from this shit, bro. I would knock this little old nigga out, bro. Like,
nah, what would be worse too is if like he eggs that shit on, like he says certain shit to egg you on that like he's dating, that like he's piping on the side. Like, you're with your shorty at a family event, right? And like he says some slick shit to you as she's walking away. You just look at him like, yo, how do you know that?
It's just like, it's always a thing, cause like old niggas still always have that creepy old, like, I'm just creepy old dude. You're not really gonna say shit to me. I'm gonna flirt with your girl Rob anyway. Like, my old uncles already do that shit when I bring my girls around, bro. So like, if my granddad actually piped that her, bro, like he would just let it be known, like the whole house would know, bro. So like eventually we would just have to fight, bro. Like, cause he wouldn't like, you see that ass on her? Like, yeah, I knocked that shit down last week. I'm like, granddad, like it's Thanksgiving, bro. Like, you do not have to expose this right now, bro.
Like, we are about to say grace.
Like,
why are you picking up
ass? We were saying what we was thankful for. I'm thankful for that ass, young fella. Like, that's what I'm thankful for. Like, the yams had me thinking, man. I was getting flashbacks. When your mama whipped that macaroni, I got flashbacks, youngin. Like, I would throw that whole pan of macaroni on that old nigga face. I'm like, all right, you got me fucked up. This is my last time in this family, nigga. I retired. Y'all can have this bitch. Y'all can have this shit, bro. I don't celebrate this shit anymore, nigga.
Don't invite me to shit.
I can never eat macaroni again after that shit, bro.
That might be the traumatic relationship.
And then we at the restaurant eating macaroni. I say, can you actually not order that shit? It got some pass to it, like she fucked my granddad. You mad because she fucked your granddad? You can't get over that shit? Bitch, what?
Nah, bro. That's hilarious, bro. Wow.
Oh, bro.
Wow. Oh man. Yeah, we're not even gonna get into sports, honestly.
Yeah, we back next week, bro. First week of NFL. We're gonna be talking about that Thursday night game, Cowboys Bucks. We're gonna be back to talk about that, give our previews of what's gonna happen week 1. But this episode is dedicated to the GOAT and the GOAT himself, bro. Like, we've been waiting for this too long for this shit, bro. It would be disrespectful to talk about anything other than him, bro. So it's just like, shout out to Drake, bro. You did what you had to do. Toxic niggas is up, Summer. It's your turn to retaliate. We got our clip. Our clip is loaded. I got 7 different captions for you over. When I take these pictures,
and like real quick too, the caption, the caption after the
caption going crazy, bro. Hold up, bro. He's the hardest one, bro. It's like, this is what I'm saying. This is a classic, bro. Because Drake has 19 different bars that you're not gonna get yet, bro. It took me 7 listens. This boy said, you said you were a ride or die, but yet I see you still here out breathing. How are you ride or die if you're still alive and you're not with me, but you're breathing? So you obviously lied, bro. That's a caption coming soon. That's a caption coming soon, bro.
Bro, I saw this thing on Twitter, bro. It was just like the next like fuckboy caption. You not Aisha enough. Like you, like honestly, you just a thotty. You not wifey. You a thotty. Like I have no plans on cuffing. Like it's cuffing season, but I have no plans on cuffing you.
That ass, bro. Like London been fucking up Summer life. Summer looking like she ready to load the clip, but Drake got us right now, Summer. So you're gonna have to come with the pack. And I know Summer got that shit, bro. Summer looking.
Yeah, no, she like Drake delivered like a lot of good ones, a lot of
the whole no, like Summer about to be saying like fuck that nigga, I fucked your best friend type shit. And like,
yeah, that's the type of energy we're about to be on. Like that's the type of energy we're just like, wow, you did not have to bring that up.
Like we've been talking about Drake, Kanye, Drake, Kendrick. The real battle of this year is going to be Drake and Summer for the captions with these women, bro. Like the women is about to go crazy on us, bro. Like I could feel it coming already, bro.
That's nice, bro. Cannot wait. Hopefully it drops before the end of this year. If not, no, early
I feel
next
like
year.
all this shit is building up to that shit. Like she gonna use all this shit as promo. Whatever her and this nigga London go through is gonna be her promo for this album, bro.
Hope so, bro. All right, that's gonna be it. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, do all of that. Certified Love Boy out now. Go listen to that. I'm not getting paid to say that. It's just that good of a fucking album. Go listen to it.
We out, man.
That's really it. And we'll catch you on the next one.